In the dark and twisted world of the Invincible comic series, there's no shortage of despicable characters, from sadistic villains like Angstrom Levy to the psychotic and relentless Conquest, who relish in causing pain and suffering. In this video, we'll delve deep into the history of Anissa and her complex relationship with the hero Invincible. Brace yourselves, though, as we'll be treading into some dark and sensitive territory, including themes of physical abuse and sexual assault. Viewer discretion is strongly advised for this revealing exploration. Anissa first appeared on Invincible in issue 44, a formidable presence in the wake of Omni-Man's departure and subsequent imprisonment by the Viltrumites. Her arrival on Earth was nothing short of dramatic, as she promptly tracked down Invincible, catching him mid-lunch with his mother. In a tense and alarming move, she threatened to harm Debbie unless Invincible agreed to take their conversation to the skies. Though angered, Invincible reluctantly consented to this unusual request. However, to his surprise, Anissa promptly apologized for the threat to his mother. This unexpected twist marked the beginning of a complex encounter. Anissa wasted no time in revealing her mission. She informed Invincible that following Omni-Man's betrayal, he had been chosen by the Viltrumites to become their agent and conquer Earth. With conviction, Invincible asserted that he had no intention of conquering Earth or serving the Viltrumites. Anissa, employing persuasive rhetoric similar to Omni-Man's earlier arguments, attempted to convince him otherwise. She contended that the Viltrumites were not warmongers and could bring peace and prosperity to Earth in exchange for its natural resources. Their conversation, however, was abruptly interrupted by Cecil Stedman, who urgently informed Invincible about a monstrous threat terrorizing a nearby cruise ship. Anissa, still hoping to sway Invincible to her cause, offered her assistance. Together, they made quick work of the menacing creature, saving everyone on board. Anissa seized this moment as a testament to humanity's vulnerability, underscoring her belief that Earth needed their protection and Viltrumite leadership. Once again, she extended the offer for Invincible to join their empire, but he remained steadfast in his refusal. In a surge of frustration, Anissa unleashed her fury, striking Invincible and warning him about the gravity of his decision. She forcefully slammed him into the ground, emphasizing the magnitude of his mistake in rejecting their offer. An ominous cloud hung over their parting, with Anissa forewarning that in a matter of months, a more formidable agent would arrive to assess Invincible's progress, a character known as Conquest. With her mission unfulfilled, Anissa retreated to the Viltrumite battleship and departed from Earth, leaving behind a lingering sense of tension and uncertainty in her wake. Anissa's reappearance in the Invincible series took place during the intense Viltrumite War event. As the war reached its conclusion, a ceasefire was brokered between the Viltrumite Empire and the Coalition, resulting in an unexpected turn of events. The Viltrumites, with their dwindling numbers, were granted permission to settle on Earth, marking a significant shift in the story's dynamics. However, the true motives of the Viltrumites went far beyond the facade of peaceful coexistence. Their covert agenda was nothing short of audacious and unsettling. To interbreed with humans, the Viltrumites, well aware of the genetic compatibility between human and Viltrumite biology, saw this as a calculated strategy to address their declining population. In this daring scheme, they aimed to create a new generation of hybrid offspring, thereby ensuring the resurgence and revitalization of their species. Anissa, on the other hand, severely opposed this plan. She harbored a deep disdain for humans, viewing them as inherently weak and unworthy of association with the mighty Viltrumites. Moreover, she considered the demands of Thrag, the formidable leader of the Viltrumites, to be unjust and unreasonable. During her time on Earth, Anissa's feelings took a rather unexpected and unsettling turn as she found herself increasingly drawn to Invincible. Their paths crossed once more when Mark returned from a grueling 6-month ordeal in a different dimension. Anissa, seemingly intrigued by his absence, inquired about where he had been. However, her line of questioning quickly shifted towards the Viltrumite mission to procreate with humans, exposing her own struggles with this assigned duty. Mark, clearly uncomfortable with the topic, tried to politely excuse himself from the conversation, but Anissa was not ready to let him go so easily. She went on to recount her own refusal to engage in intimate relationships with humans, and in a chilling turn of events, declared that despite Mark's relative youth and perceived weakness, she was willing to settle for him due to his Viltrumite heritage. Unwavering in his commitment to Eve, Mark firmly rejected her advances and took to the skies. However, Anissa was not prepared to accept his rejection, leading to a disturbing and traumatic encounter. First, she attempted to seduce Mark, but when he resisted her advances, she resorted to using her formidable strength to overpower him, resulting in a violent crash on an unfamiliar farm. This horrifying incident left Mark not only physically wounded, but also deeply scarred and traumatized. The emotional toll of this encounter cast a long shadow over his relationship with Adam Eve as he struggled to confide in her about the traumatic event. Anissa's actions had left Mark not just physically injured, but also emotionally scarred, forever altering his perspective on trust and vulnerability. Throughout the story, Mark and Anissa would occasionally cross paths, with Anissa taunting him about the horrific events that had transpired, serving as a chilling reminder of the darkness that loomed within the world of Invincible. However, when news of Mark's return to Earth after 5 years of absence reached her, Anissa wasted no time in rushing to the viltrumite warship. Her arrival sparked a confrontation with Eve, leading to a physical altercation. The fight was eventually halted by Nolan and Mark, but not before Eve insinuated that something had transpired between Anissa and Mark during his absence. Mark, in a bid to protect her, lied about the situation, prompting Anissa to be asked to leave. Back in her domestic life, Anissa's marriage to her new husband, Scott, had a profound impact on her outlook. She began to reflect on and regret her past actions, particularly her involvement with Invincible. Her transformation into a more introspective and remorseful character was evident as the series progressed. Anissa found herself recruited to defend Earth during its final battle. Tragically, during this climactic conflict, she met her demise while valiantly attempting to protect Adam Eve. In her final moments, Anissa entrusted Eve with the responsibility of informing Mark about their son. When Invincible eventually recovered from the battle, he decided to pay a visit to his and Anissa's son. In a poignant turn of events, he took on the role of mentor and guide to the young Marky, imparting his wisdom about being a superhero and ultimately designating him as the new protector of Earth. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.